all glory, honor, and praise it to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakurash.
Come on, our apostle, great millstone, and salutation to the oxygen on the four corners of the earth. Put the truth, and all sincerity. Love, killing, respect, and trembling. Alright, then at the time, coming back to the same power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, to deliver the word, the message of the Lord. We are the servants, the messengers of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. For our ignorance calls God, or the Most High. His true name is Yahweh. Okay? Yahweh means He is. Good? Yahweh means He is. Okay? Or He to be. Or He exists. Okay? The only begotten Son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Okay? It's not Jesus Christ. Okay? Those are, the J wasn't invented in the alphabet at that time 2,000 years ago. Okay? In fact, I think his name is Teresio or Teresio, Gaius Teresio or something like that. I can't think of the name. But he invented what is known as the swoop for the eye. Okay? If you look into other Bibles prior 1611, it's Jesus in there. It's not even Jesus. You see? They just added that J and made it Jesus. But the true name of the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Okay? What is his name? What's the son's name? Just to start off with the name real quick. But after this precept, we're going to get into the separation and the reuniting of Israel. Okay? That was one of the questions that Dr. Brown had. He said when, because he just did the debate with Sakari, Al-Azhar from the Sakari, the head of the Sakari, chief priest, big brother, King Tut Sir, Al-Azhar, he had a debate with him, which the debates is pointless, man. All right, them guys ain't gonna believe what you saying, and hopefully you don't believe what they're saying. Ain't nobody gonna see. Well, we're doing this to wake up the hopeful elect.
Sure.
Okay, we don't care about 2/3 of the world, or 2/3 of the Israelites, and let alone debating the fucking Edomites, who we are. There's no debate. We, through the spiritual eye lenses, we understand that we are the children of Israel. Okay? But his question was, when did the Israelites separate and when did they reunite? Okay? Well, they separated in the time of the king. And they came back in this time period now. Okay? But get the name real quick.
This is Proverbs 30:4. It says, who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Those are the things that Yahweh did when he was on earth 2,000 years ago. Okay? It says, when he walked 2,000 years ago.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
This one don't go sideways, right?
And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
Yeah, what is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
It says, who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Right.
What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
So what is his name? His name is Yahweh. And what is his son's name? His son's name is Yahweh Shai. So we can tell. We're letting you know that the names is Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Wah means and. So Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Or Yahweh, Baha, meaning in the, Shum, name, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So Yahweh, Heavenly Father, knows his name, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Those names you gotta know, man. Okay? You can't be Hebrew Israelites and calling on Jesus. How does it look when you calling on Jesus, trying to go against a Christian, and they calling on Jesus? Well, which Jesus is going to prevail?
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Hosea chapter 1, don't start the 10th verse. Because like the brother just said, Israel was separated during the time of the king. And we were separated for a particular reason. And that's because we were worshiping idols, you know? And at the time where the kingdom was rent, all until now, this is the land where we will be reunited. In Hosea chapter 1, verse 10, it says, yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Read that again. Hosea chapter 1 verse 10, it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
So you have millions of Israelites who may not look like one another. Okay? That's first and foremost. You got to understand that the Israelites are scattered all over the four corners of the earth. Okay?
Different diasporas and different slave markets.
It was slave markets going on back in the ancient world before the transatlantic slave trade. Okay? And in fact, Esther, in the book of Esther, Haman the Agagite said it in one of his memos, one of his letters. He said that there's a malicious people that's scattered throughout the nations, man. They had 127 provinces. So the Israelites was throughout 127 provinces, man. And those letters were dished out to those locations to destroy the Israelites. The same thing that they're going to try to do today. You know?
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
This is the place where it was said that the Israelites are not the Lord's people. We've been called blacks. Okay? The brother brought the sign. Get the sign.
Yeah, I was in the back.
So it was said that ye are not the Lord's chosen people. Now we've been called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, okay, Cubans, Panamanians. You know, these are the part of the Proverbs in the Bible as the Scripture speaks about in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, you see what Dr. Brown?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Still trying to fit Ashkenaz and Jews there. Talking about
Yeah, that too. But I'm talking about where he said that he said when did the Israelites separate and then when are they supposed to be united? Something like that. So we're gonna go over the history of it. It's happening now. This is the reuniting, but the Israelites were separated back in the 8th century during the Shalmaneser Empire, the Syrian Empire. So you got to do history, man. You got to know the history. Okay, go ahead.
It says, ye are not my people. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people,
Right?
there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
Just like Elder Apostle Ramlab always say, you gotta know history to know the mystery. You know?
And in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
Ye are the sons of the living power. This is where the Israelites, nobody else is waking up at this point in time in history saying, hey, I believe that I'm out of this tribe. I believe I'm out of this tribe. I believe out through the Spirit, we're saying that we're from these particular people right here. You see, nobody has said that but the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You don't hear no Moabite saying that shit, no Chinese man. You don't hear no Japanese man saying it. You don't even hear Edomite or normal white people walking up and down the street saying that they're a part of whatever respectable tribes. Okay? And we got proof, man.
Spiritually. Well, where's everybody else at?
Yep.
You know, they don't get scrutinized for their claims and validate them.
Right.
But we get all the scrutiny because we just a bunch
We got to
of
prove
niggas.
we are.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We got to prove who we are. You know?
This Ruth chapter
2 and verse 30.
You got it?
It says, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
Yep.
But in the land of their captivities, plural, they shall remember themselves.
Yeah, so in the land of their captivity, they had to always, look, the only people on the planet Earth that was beaten down, stripped of their nationality, and they had to wake up and find themselves again. Only the Israelites.
That's right.
That happened to the Greek, that happened in the Greek Empire. The Israelites who was assimilated. So 1,000 years and 500 years in the generation, like in the Hasmonean dynasty, right? The Hasmonean dynasty, years later, the Israelites did not know it was Israelites. So who was that today? You know, who are those people today? The same cycle. They go off, worship other idols, get put in captivity, forget who they are, and then wake up again. The Lord had to send a messenger, hey, Yahweh Bashem Shah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one who freed you niggas up out of Egypt, that power, you got to go back and return to him.
Sorry.
Okay? That's what we're doing again. Go ahead.
It says, and shall know that I am the Lord and their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
That's what we're doing right now. See, he gave us a heart, meaning a mind, and then he gave us ears to be able to hear. Okay? That's that spiritual awakening. See? Read that again.
This is Group 3 and 31. It says, and shall know that I am the Lord, their power, and I shall give them a heart and ears to hear.
A heart, which is a mind. Now remember, the scripture says, I stir up thy pure mind by the way of remembrance. Only people that's waking up 2023 that's saying, oh shit, we must be the Israelites. It's only the black, like Native Americans. Okay? This is what we're supposed to wake up at. Okay, go ahead. It says,
and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
This is the praising of the Lord in our captivity. And we're thinking upon the name, meaning we got the name back. We're praying to the name. We're believing in the name. And the names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Right? Okay, and now this is on another level. He didn't have an ear, let him hear. If you don't believe it, you don't fucking believe it. You see? If you don't believe what we're saying, fine. Go do what you want to do. We believe this. Here it is. Y'all doing all these because we believe with the Israelites. Damn, it's so bad that we believe with the Israelites. Y'all gotta have debates. Y'all gotta set up coups. Y'all gotta set up COINTELPRO.
Right books.
This gotta be the truth. This has to be the Israelites waking up again.
I got a preset.
Somebody hold on deck. Ezra the 4th chapter. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck, and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord.
See that? So this we're coming back. Ain't nothing that you guys can do. Vocab, you can't stop it. Dr. Brown, you know, G-Man, you know, all the little weirdo crew that y'all got, you know. Vocab is gonna leave y'all to destruction, man. So you Israelites, J-Dub or D-Dub, whatever the hell that goofy dude name is, man. You know? Y'all in trouble for y'all siding with the devil. Y'all siding with the devil, man. And then I watched the after show with Vocab. And then Dr. Brown did a good job. The nigga didn't say shit. He just spoke. Al-Azhar kept on bringing out precepts and information. And all he can say is that's not true.
That's it.
That's all he can say. That's not true. You ain't bring up no proof of information, man. But you know, that's why you don't debate them niggas, man. You know? That's it on that. You got a precept?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got that? Yeah, Ezra the 4th chapter.
Yeah. This is Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple.
So the children of the captivity. Now remember, this is dealing with now before this king in Ezra the 4th chapter, Cyrus, in fact, where is that at? When Cyrus got the decree from the Lord to go build the temple again. Okay? I can't think of where that's at. Yeah, if you could find it. Yeah, we Ezra 4. Yeah, go. Yeah, give me Ezra 4.
It's Ezra 5.
Is that the 5? No.
Well, yeah, it goes back over.
Yeah, just get that. Just get it. Yeah, we gotta read all the way. Just get that.
So this is
Because I think it's Nehemiah, 1st chapter. Actually.
yeah, kind of.
This is Nehemiah. Okay.
So this is really quick. This is to prove the brother's point. This is Ezra 5 and 13. It says, matter of fact, verse 12, it says, but after that our fathers had provoked the power of heaven unto wrath. He gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babylon.
Yep.
But in the first year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon, the same King Cyrus made a decree to build this house of the Most High.
Yep, and that's actually that prophecy happens in Daniel. Daniel got the prophecy that the temple was going to be rebuilt through Cyrus. Okay, well, go ahead.
It
When
says,
they spoke about what is it, like 9 and 20 something, around 25th verse on down, like 9, Daniel 9, 25 or something like that. Oh, now, but that's never going there. It was just a prophecy that had told us Daniel. But go ahead, you got it.
yep, it says, and the vessels also of the gold and silver of the house of the Most High, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that was in Jerusalem,
The Babylonians, go ahead.
and brought them into the temple of Babylon.
Yep.
Those did Cyrus the king take out of the temple of Babylon,
Right.
and they were delivered unto one whose name was Sheshbazzar, whom he had made governor, and said unto him, take these vessels, go, carry thee into the temple that is in Jerusalem,
Yep.
and let the house of the Most High be builded in this place.
So the Lord used a heathen, okay, to get the temple being rebuilt. You know, so that's what we're doing now. We are building the third temple. Okay, that's the when they spoke about the third temple. This is the third temple being born, reconstructed by the way of the Holy Spirit. Okay, we are those stones. Okay, we are those stones. In fact, Malachi the 3rd chapter speaks about how we're the jewels. Okay, Revelation as well speaks about the 12 tribes being these different stones. Okay, so we are the blocks in the building. Okay.
It is a mystery. It's a mystery.
Yep.
On the children of the Lord is.
Yep. You got it. We can go back to Esther 4. I got a few things. You got it.
This is 1 Peter 2 and 5. It says,
Make sure you're panning it though, because you see how.
Yeah, it keeps going. Yeah.
we just turned.
Yeah, I gotta flip the camera though.
Yeah.
Mystery who we are. That's the reason why
And then you could just yeah.
Isaiah 42 and 22. It says, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared and hold, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for spoil, and none saith restore." Prison house.
See?
That's the prison industrial complex. You know, that's a huge phenomenon.
That's America.
Taking place right now.
Mhm.
You know, we got the most incarcerated people in America.
Who's going through all of that right now?
It says they are
Right.
snared. They're snared, so it's a snare. And if you look at how the system is created, it's a snare to put Jake into the system
Yeah.
and to keep us in the system.
Well, for the topic's sake, that
Yeah.
snare is us not knowing who we are. That snare was saying that we were African American. That snare was saying that we was Puerto Ricans. That's the snare. That was the trap. The trick is that we weren't the Lord's chosen people, so we wouldn't follow after the law, statutes, and commandments. So we wouldn't pray to the Lord. See, that was a part of that snare. And it said that we won't be restored, right?
It says, yeah, they are for a prey, and none deliver,
Yep.
for a spoil, and none saith restore.
And none said restore. Well, that's cool. None have to say restore. The Lord is going to restore us.
That's right.
That's what this is about. This is the restoration of the nation of Israel. You see? So, what you got?
I gotta look.
Simone? Go ahead.
It says, "Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?" You see how they
This is the
ignore
time
this
to
though?
come.
Yeah.
We telling y'all who we are. All right? This is the time to come. You know? Go
This
ahead.
is Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord Yahweh of Israel, it says, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you.
Yeah, and this is what Vocab and Dr. Brown is trying to do. They're trying to build with the Israelites. See? They're trying to put themselves into the equation. You know, you're trying to put yourselves into the storyline of salvation. Well, the scripture says, in vain, salvation is hoped for from the hills. You see? You have these other these heathen nations trying to jump on the bandwagon of salvation, but deep down they don't even believe in the Most High. You know. Go ahead.
It says, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God as ye do.
Yeah, you seek our God as we do. No, you don't. You know, y'all been tricked. See, y'all was giving Jesus and Roman Catholicism, okay, and it tricked y'all into believing that y'all was gonna have salvation. That's what it did. Your own people has tricked you to believe that salvation was for everybody. And they know that salvation, the elites of this world know that salvation is only for the Israelites. See? Salvation is for the Jews. That's what Yahweh told the Samaritan. Okay? In fact, he said in Matthew the 10th chapter, go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. See? That's why the man JJ said in good times, if anybody was lost, we are it. So it's so much spiritual and up there letting us know that we are those people, man. You know? So that's why those debates is pointless, because they're not gonna believe it. We're not trying to convince no Edomites that we're the Israelites. See? We ain't trying to convince you guys. We're proclaiming who we are, and that's it. We the Israelites.
Can I get
that's
you?
Quick precept to line back and forth, because they think that they can obtain salvation with us, but it's not possible. This is Jeremiah 16 and 19. It says, O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and a refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity and things wherein is no profit.
Yep. So this is back in Ezra. Oh, so my bad.
Yes,
Well, no, the point was that they inherited lies.
Right. And that's essentially that's what it's gonna come down to. Okay? Because y'all ain't got the truth, y'all ain't never had the truth. As Wisdom of Solomon 5 goes into the truth, the light of truth has never shined unto them. They wearied themselves in the way of wickedness. You know? This is back in Ezra 4 and 2. And it says, for we seek your God as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Asarhaddon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord Yahweh power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us.
Yeah, so basically, the Israelites, beginning with Zerubbabel, who was the head, okay, they were building a temple. This is a physical temple being built. And you had the other nations scattered around hoping for us, because deep down in their spirit, they know if that temple was reconstructed and rebuilt, then we have to sacrifice. And they understand that when we sacrifice to Yahweh outside in the tabernacle, that's when the Lord begins to deal with us. So when we return back into the Heavenly Father, what happens is the Lord has mercy upon us, and He takes us out of captivity.
Yeah.
So they didn't want the temple to be reconstructed. They didn't want us to go and serve our power. This is about serving our power.
Yeah. So this is
You know? And this is why they changed our names around. You see? This is why they put crack in the 80s. You know? This is why any little black or brown group that pops up of gathering together, Ezekiel 37, of gathering together, they're trying to use COINTELPRO to stop it. You know, the 501c3 charter by Bain, Lyndon Baines Johnson, Bain meaning destruction. Okay, he took a part of destroying the church. You see, by the 501c3 charter. Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
You know, Jake selling drugs in the hood.
Yeah.
Catch 22.
Yep.
You know, hey,
Three strikes you're out. You know, yeah. The fool, docile. They thought that they could do something on the on the physical and left hand side levels to stop us from waking up. You know, so back in the ancient world, they were doing it on the physical level. You know, And they was praying to other gods back then against the Israelites. That's why in Numbers 23rd chapter it says that there's no enchantment against Jacob. You know? You got some more there?
So yeah, it's more. It says Ezra 4 and 4. It says, then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building.
So they're trying to trouble us in our building. Okay? Because they have these different platforms to go against what we're saying. You see? They already have this smear campaign, and that's what Brown said. He said that black people are committing atrocities against Jewish people. They brought up the New York thing. That's all bullshit. That's all lies. Nowhere there. Like the Ish people didn't do nothing to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They were ahead of all of the goddamn slave captivity, man. It's funny, the Atlanta slave trade, and those were Ish people who came and took down the Northern Kingdom. Cristobal Colon was a Jew. Okay? So what the fuck are you talking about? And then you try to bring out that a black man killed an Asian person in New York. Even if he did, so fucking what?
That's rare.
That's a rare account. That ain't no day-to-day activity, nigga. You crackers kill so-called black Latinos and Native Americans on a fucking daily.
With the music industry. You heard what Leo Cohen said.
Yeah, that's not dealing with the music industry.
Yeah, he said that. He said he was talking about, he was at the Breakfast Club, he was talking about profit that they make. He said, I'd rather basically make the profit, and he don't care about
what happens to the family?
Yeah, what happens to the families of the people?
Because he said he gotta live.
He said, I gotta live.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He said he gotta live.
So you promote this gang culture, this violent culture that our people be subject to, so you can live. That's the damn devil.
It said more to them that put it.
Give him his neighbor a drink.
drink.
Yeah, wine and drink or something like that. Which is a philosophy. Gang culture is a philosophy. You see? Gang banging is a culture, is a religion. It's a witchcraft. All those things is to try to hinder us from finding out who we were and who we are.
It goes back to that 1832, the House of Delegates.
The House of Delegates, yep.
He said they want to extinguish all sources of light.
Of light to enter into them. The Bible is the light source. This is the light source that has entered into us. You see? Real quick, get Revelation 11:11.
You bring all this evidence, that's unsurmountable evidence though. Insurmountable. There's tons of evidence to prove.
Yep.
So essentially this is the court. And right now we're bringing forth all our allegations, we're bringing forth all our evidence before the creator. You know? And what are they doing? Of course they can't bring forth anything.
It's Revelation chapter 11, verse 11, it says, and after 3 days and a half,
Right.
the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and the great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Read that again. Start from the beginning.
Revelation 11:11 says, and after these days, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Yeah, the spirit of life from the Most High that has entered into the elect, the holy prophets. Okay? That's the knowledge, the understanding. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and they stood upon their feet.
Yeah, because remember, prior to 19, not 1969. When did we get here? 1619. We got here in 1619. So 350 years from 1619, we came here on slave ship, brings you up to roughly around 1970, which adds up to 250 years. That's the three days and a half. Okay? We were asleep. We didn't know who we were. Okay? Now I'm pretty sure that there were some uprisings here and there. They can find out that there's Israelites throughout the course, but the bulkness of the truth coming out didn't happen until 1969 through Abba Bivens, Elder Abba Bivens. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, and that fear comes from the beginning with the Edomites, then down to the other nations. Because this was a collective thing to destroy the Israelites. You see? It was a collective thing to manipulate the God's chosen people into who they are. They made us believe that we were everything else. You see? We was calling on all these different powers. We were sacrificing, worshiping all these different deities and gods and things of that nature. You know? Because Esau put it in front of us. The other nations put it in front of us. The Arabs, Israelites, they don't eat pork, but they still pork the niggas. See? The Moab woman, the Chinese woman, all right, they cut off their hair to their top, to their gods, and they make it a wig and put it on our women. And put demons on the women. You know? It was in that movie,
Oh, good hair.
Good Hair. They showed you. You know? Go back to Revelation.
Shalom, Yashar, and all the Akim on the comment board.
Revelation 11:11 says, and after 3 days and a half,
Right.
the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Yeah, the spirit of life, which is the understanding and the knowledge. Go ahead.
It says, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, so when they see the Israelites on every corner in America, and then they see us in London, Amsterdam, you got brothers in Canada, you see you got brothers in over there in Africa. So the first so yeah, there's a sign that confirms their downfall. You see? This is exactly that sign that confirms the downfall of what current empire it is. So the empire that's about to go down is the Edomite Empire. Okay? And his headquarters is America. That's why America's gonna get destroyed. Some more on that?
It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, this is a future prophecy of the deliverance. Okay, their enemies beheld them, meaning they were looking up. He that have an ear, let him hear. This that tractor beam that comes forth out of the chariots. There's gonna be beam me up, Scotty. Okay, beam me up, Scotty. You know, that's why they make those movies, and that's why they have the 6th branch of the military, the Space Force. Why? Because they know that the chariots eventually going to come down, destroy America, all right, and then simultaneously deliver the hopeful elect. Okay? That's it?
I got
Okay.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
Go ahead. You got Psalm 33? Just hold on to it. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
Yeah, because this is the truth. What we're doing right now would be technical treason. See? You have your servants or those that are of captivity in your kingdom reproaching you and rebuking you and judging you and telling you that the Lord is going to take your kingdom and telling you that we're going to be the next king ruler. You know, that's a rebellion. You know? We have many rebellions throughout the state. You know, with different camps. You know?
Insurrection.
Yeah, these are little small uprisings. That's what insurrection means. It's an uprising. You see?
It says, and made no account of his labors.
Right?
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Hey, you know, they're not making account of our labors now. You know? Because he said everything that he brought out was wrong. That's what Dr. Brown said about Al-Azhar. All the information the brother was bringing out, you know, the information that he was bringing out, at the end of the day, for Dr. Brown to say, oh, everything that he said didn't even matter.
And don't take
Making no account of our labor.
Yeah, exactly.
The man just sat there and put bullet points together, scriptures with bullet points and information, and then out of it all, oh, none of that even matters. Y'all not the Israelites still.
Well, you know what the scripture said about the rich man and the poor man,
Yeah.
right? So Esau represents the rich man.
Yeah. Well, he represents Lazarus.
Yeah, he represents the poor. So they're going to hear the rich man because he's rich.
Yeah.
It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They have been up a vocabulary so hard to disprove. Give up. Yeah, we can't give up.
Right.
There's still light at the tunnel. They must believe that they are Negroes. They can't believe that they're Israelites.
They can't tell us what we are. They gon', you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They can't
tell us who we are.
You know?
That goes back to
They don't have no solid, oh, you from such and such, this, that, and the third. Well, they use that DNA shit.
But
Say
y'all know
we-
exactly where y'all come from.
Right.
Right, goes back to Ezra 4. You know, they can't build with us, so they hinder us. You know?
So verse 2 says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear,
Right.
and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
And that's the chariot. It's acts, it's strange acts. That's in Isaiah. Okay? The strangeness of our salvation is the deliverance of the Israelites. Beginning with the host of elect. See? Go ahead.
So far beyond all that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit.
Yeah, because they not think with all the witchcraft and sorcery that they have done. Wake up. You gave them mercury. See, mercury is an element that clogs your brain. Brain function. See, you gotta put all the mercury in the goddamn in your brain. You gotta use that with the no, not activated charcoal. That works, but I'm talking about that's good for the memory of the brain too. But what is it called? It comes directly from the ash, from a volcano. It's an herb. I got it at home. It's a white substance. Damn, I can't think of it. You know, but we gotta use herbs and certain things of the earth to combat the shit that Esau puts in the air, puts in our food. You know, because he's trying to kill us.
They got caught putting lead, putting whiskey in water.
See?
And they were trying to cover it up for decades. They did cover it up for decades, and then they finally got caught.
But ain't nobody going to jail for it.
No.
Ain't nobody getting a death penalty. You know how many fucking people died from the lead poisoning? You know? They put that in the project. It was everything to make us forgetful, docile, retarded, you know? Zoolite.
As a metals, it extracts zeolite. That's what I call it. Zoolite. So it extracts the metals from your body.
Yep.
So whatever
Mercury and all that stuff extracts it. So yep.
Lead poison?
Yep. Yeah, I got that.
You got Zoolite too? Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we got to get all these herbs and stuff to think better and shit. And what about the Jakes that don't know nothing? You know, they fucked up. That's why the scripture say, we read that part again, because they're like all of the labor that they did still didn't work.
It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
See, this is he. Damn, that's them African Americans who we gave crack to an age.
Laughing at it.
Yep.
Mocking.
That's the North American Indians who we gave them smallpox and poison liquor that they got addicted to. Put them in concentration camps. They call them boarding schools. Put them on reservations. No fucking prison. Look at the documentary on the Canary Effect. How effed up the North American Indians are, man.
Oil in the water. Suicide rate 300 times after.
So they drink so goddamn much. And they wild. You know? It's oppression. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, whom we had sometimes in derision and in proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness,
Right?
and his end to be without honor.
And his end to be without honor.
How is he numbered among the children of God?
Yeah, because we're supposed to die. Niggas, we're supposed to die like Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston. You know? Name some celebrities that died all fucked up. Kobe. We're supposed to die fucked up. You know? We're supposed to die like Fred Hampton. You know? Supposed to die like Malcolm X, supposed to die like Martin Luther King, you're supposed to die like goddamn Huey P. Newton. You see? You're supposed to die like that.
Yeah, so
We ain't supposed to have honor in our death. You know?
we're not gonna act like it's not no conspiracy to take us out.
My God damn.
That's overwhelming evidence that there's a conspiracy. The American government is trying to eliminate the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let's not act like it's not.
Rex 84. He ain't got for
Rex 84.
Yeah, what about the issue? The issue don't have a Rex 84 project.
Well, all these conspiracies, man.
Yeah, we got the evidence. We are the result. Essentially, we the result. So we are a product of what you made, Esau.
Yep.
And a reproach upon you.
Yep.
You know, taking a reproach upon you.
Yep.
So it says, verse 5. It says, "How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints?"
Yeah, a lot of people understand. The Israelites, man. Okay. Those that made a covenant with me by sacrifice. That's the Israelites. Those are the saints, which is the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Because ain't nobody stand up in awe and was afraid when those Aliyahs happened, when they shipped those Jews over there to the homeland. Nobody was afraid. Nobody.
Well, because nobody knew it until years later. That was a secret operation. The Aliyahs in the early the late 1800s, early 19th century, 1900 whatever. Those were those Aliyahs were secret operations, man. Operation Magic Carpet. Hey, Alizar, you should have brought that up, man. You should have brought up Operation Magic Carpet. You should have brought up the Aliyahs from the 18th century under the Rothschilds, man.
It makes sense.
You know, the Rothschilds did that.
During 1864, when the emancipation, and then well, it all lines up. You know, that's when they supposedly got free. But you read that. I mean, you look at that documentary. What is it? The 13th Amendment, the transferring of the slave owner to corporate world.
Yep.
You know, so we were never free. But then you had those Aliyahs that happened, which that was supposed to be us. We were supposed to be carted back and put back in the land, but of course it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's not no fucking plan. It's supposed to happen by the way of the chariots.
That's right.
But what you got? You got something else?
A little bit more. It says, verse.
And then we're gonna get into the history. Because the topic, we just going in the spirit, but we're gonna get on the topic of when did the Israelites get separated, okay? And when was the time of their reuniting, okay?
Verse 6. It says, "Therefore have we erred from the way of truth and the light of
Everybody got
righteousness."
that book, The Medieval Empire of the Israelites. Don't you have that book? Lawyer? The Medieval Empire? Well, who bought it? Didn't you buy it? I got the book. Is it? Okay. Now, I gave mine to, but I know you had one. That's why I gave it. Well, in the Medieval Empire of the Israelites, it tells you that the northern kingdom doing things to Israel, but I have to do a separate lesson on it when I got the book. Well, in fact, actually, pull it up on your phone. Yeah, pull up the PDF, and we can do it like that. Go ahead.
It says, "Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us."
Yep, they erred on the way of truth, which is the Bible. Go ahead.
It says, "And the Son of righteousness rose not upon us."
We understand the knowledge allowed by the yourself. You didn't get granted the blessing. You got the curse. Your blessing is the sword. You know?
We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction.
Y'all wearied yourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. You did hella sacrifices. Okay? You destroyed many nations of people, beginning with the Israelites. Psalms the 83rd chapter, which the brother got on that. Okay? Go ahead.
Don't act like y'all not at the
Yeah,
Emmys.
act like, come on, man.
Y'all not at the Grammys doing all these damn rituals. You celebrate Krampus and all this madness. Don't sit up here and like the U.S. government don't reenact the sacrifice of Moloch every year during July, late July. Like, come on, man, it's all out the bag.
And all to keep the Israelites sleeping.
I got a few things back on.
You got it.
This is Psalm 62 and 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. It's a lie.
But you need a money.
Which is the so-called white people. So-called. Okay? Man, we've been making a point about Edom Adawan, which means red. Y'all still going back into red and hairy. Y'all still going back into how King David was ready. God damn, we done broke it down so many times. Why do you guys still debate these dudes, man? We done broke it down so many times. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna fucking accept that. The black conscious retarded community, they're not gonna accept that. They're not gonna accept that we the people. You know? Go ahead.
Back in 2 Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Woo!
You can tell they don't know it.
The Edomites.
Exactly.
Something about you at least, man. You know? You got a precept?
Your favor be shown to the wicked, yet shall he not learn righteousness.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 50.
Yeah.
Psalm chapter 50 and verse 16. And it reads, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Well, we know the wicked to be Esau Edom. All right, Malachi 1 and 4. The Lord says you can't declare his statutes. You got over 30,000 of your own.
Yeah.
You don't care about the statutes of the Lord, man.
Right.
You know, you don't take the covenant of the Lord in your mouth. It's all deceit, man.
Yeah, because you ratify, amend this.
Yeah. You don't even
Ratify
uphold
this.
your own law.
Right, exactly.
You put loopholes in your laws to get by. You give the laws to the average Joe, but then within your laws you make loopholes so you can escape your own law. That's the devil. So you can escape the own law that you created.
That's the point
Verse
of the lawyers.
17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentedest with him. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentedest with him, and thou hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Esau is everything adverse to righteousness, man. Right. You are the physical counterpart of Satan.
That's why the scripture says that he's an adversary. An adversary is a opposer. He opposes. You know? Yep, that's it on that?
That's it.
That's it on that? If that's it, we'll get to the system.
It says, verse 8, what hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. That's it.
That's it. Okay, now let's get to the second one. Let's get to the story, and then we bring up the information.
So this is I'm gonna start at 1 Kings.
And y'all pull up precepts, all right? The topic is the Israelites, the separation of the Israelites, and then the reuniting of the Israelites. Now, real quick, if a house be divided, how can it stand? Or the kingdom, because the kingdom of Israel was separated. Okay, the kingdom of Israel was separated through prophecy. Okay, and now through prophecy, they have to come back together and reunite as one. Okay, and everybody ain't reuniting against one another. So the Chinese ain't reuniting with no motherfucking Arabs. See, the Arabs ain't reuniting with the so-called white man. All right. Yeah. But we are reuniting. Okay. It meaning once upon a time we were united and we separated. Now the reunion or reuniting is happening. Okay? You got that? Go ahead.
Matthew 12 and 25, and Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself and brought to desolation. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
So every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. The kingdom of Israel was against one another through Rehoboam and Jeroboam. Okay? The Rehoboam and Jeroboam. Rehoboam took part of the 10, Jeroboam took 3. Okay? So we're going to get into that history. Go ahead. No, I don't want that yet. Get when they left. Okay, Syria first. You got to start there first. That's when they first separated.
This is 2 Kings chapter 17, And I'm going to start at verse...
And somebody get the Apocrypha on deck, the 13th chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 23, it says, For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did, they departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight. So he had said by all his servants, the prophets. So was Israel carried away.
Where was that one at?
This one is the prophet.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Yeah, start there again.
This is back in 1 Kings chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 30. It says, And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him.
You gotta read that.
This is 1 Kings 11:27. It says, And this was the cause that he lifted up his hand against the king. Solomon built Milo and repaired the breaches of the city of David his father. And the man Jeroboam was a mighty man of valor. And Solomon sing the young man that he was industrious. He made him ruler over all the charge of the house of Joseph. So northern kingdom. It says, And it came to pass at that time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem that a prophet Ahijah the Shilonite found him in the way. And he had clad himself with a new garment. And they two were alone in the field. And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him and rent it in 12 pieces. And he said to Jeroboam,
12 pieces to represent the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
And he said unto Jeroboam, Take thee 10 pieces. For thus saith the Lord, the power of Israel, Behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon.
I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon. Okay, because remember, somebody hold on the tabernacle of David. Okay, because King David had the tribes all together. So after King David's death, his son Solomon took hold on the throne, and after Solomon's 40 years of peace, that's when everything began to get separated. Okay, go ahead.
It says, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon and will give 10 tribes to thee.
So he gave 10 tribes to Jeroboam, which is a part of the northern kingdom. Okay? He gave it to Jeroboam. It's funny when it says the northern kingdom, and it isn't like the last man. And here comes the northern kingdom walking up now.
Verse 32. It says, But he shall have one tribe for my servant David's sake.
So you should have one tribe for my servant David's sake. And that one tribe, who's the one tribe? What was the one tribe? Levi. Who was it?
No, I barely heard you. What you said?
Read that again. Why you gotta get it right?
It says, But he shall have one tribe for my servant David's sake.
Who was given to oh, thank you. But Yum Yum, Benji, little brother. Hey, all right. Yeah, how you gonna give him Judah? Benjamin. Because you couldn't have been Levi because Levi wasn't considered.
No, yeah.
Remember? Right.
And Levi is split among the northern kingdom as well. So,
But the bulk of the Levites stayed Jerusalem. So he gave him one, which is Benjamin. So you have Judah, Benjamin, and then you have Levi. To prove that real quick, go to Malachi. Because the Benjamites are part of the Jews. When we speak about the Jews, it ain't just Judah. Okay? It's Benjamin too. You know what I'm talking about? Get like Malachi 3. Not Malachi. Esther. When it says that Mordecai
Said Mordecai. Oh,
yeah, I said Malachi, but I meant to say Mordecai. Because Mordecai was they called Mordecai a Jew. I just want to prove that the Jews are the Benjamites too.
yeah.
That was the baby brother that stayed. That was that one tribe that stayed. It was Benjamin. Okay? Just want to get a proof on that.
Romans, they probably call it David.
Yep.
And I'm gonna restart.
Okay. Who got their phone? Somebody help me out. Get it, Mordecai. Just type in Mordecai. I can't remember exactly what it said. But if you put in Mordecai, you can get it. So Mordecai, a Jew named Mordecai from the tribe of Benjamin.
Oh, and Esther 2 and 5.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 2, verse 5. It says, Now in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamite.
So when you go into the New Testament, when they speak about the Jews, you gotta know that some of the Jews that they speak about were Benjamins. That way, okay? Because the Benjamites, the Levites, and the Judites fled into West Coast of Africa, and those are the ones that got picked up on the slave ship together. Okay? So go back to the
Back in 1 Kings 11 and 32 it says, But he shall have one tribe for my servant David's sake.
That's Benjamin. Go ahead.
For Jerusalem's sake, the city which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Israel.
Yep.
Because they have forsaken me and have worshipped Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians. Ashtoreth is the queen of heaven.
Yep. Because same spirit they in now. The queen of heaven spirit, Mary. See, it's the same spirit. The northern kingdom. The northern kingdom is big on Mother Mary.
It's about this coming up. But you know, Issachar do the same thing. They do the Santa Muerte, which is the mother of death.
Right.
The death of Mary. Wow. It says,
You know why you niggas got because the captivity though. We take wicked as hell. You know?
it says, the goddess of the Zidonians, Kamash, the god of the Moabites, and Nakam, the god of the children of Ammon.
Damn, so y'all worship the Moabite deities, Ammon deities, Edomite deities, Ham deities. This is why Jake got effed up. Okay?
And have not walked in my ways to do that which is right in mine eyes.
Yep.
And to keep my statutes and my judgments as did David his father.
Yep.
Howbeit, I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life for David my servant's sake, whom I chose because he kept my commandments and my statutes. But I will take the kingdom out of his son's hand and will give it unto thee, even 10 tribes.
So this is the separation, the beginning of the separation of the Israelites. Somebody, and I get Amos real quick. So now they're separated here. Okay, I just want to get Amos real quick. Yes, sir.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 11.
Right.
It says, In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
What day? This day. See, the tabernacle of David fell at this point. Okay, when the kingdom was split, that's when the tabernacle of David fell. So read that again.
Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
Now, this is where we're at now. We're closing up the breaches, meaning the differences between the tribes. Okay, get Judah with the press together, and get
50 and 30.
You know what? Not that one, but hold that on deck.
Isaiah 11.
Yeah,
Shall
Isaiah
vex.
11. Judah shall not vex.
Mhm.
Ephraim and Ephraim shall not vex Judah.
Yep. Envy Judah, yep.
See, that's what it means by closing up the breaches. Go ahead, read that again.
Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
That's what's happening now. The tabernacle of David is coming back together. We're bridging the differences between the northern and the southern kingdom. Okay? So it's being built up by the way of the men on the highways and byways. Real quick, get 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. 1 Corinthians 3 and 6.
That dichotomy, that difference, Esau helped replace that. But it starts in the end.
So this is the building.
You shall put Ezekiel 37, 16 to 19.
Perfect. The water. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 3:16 says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High?"
So this is the building that's being rebuilt, the temple of the
Give me
Most
my
High.
bag.
Go
Give me
ahead.
my bag,
Says-
man. I'm going
And
to
that
take it.
says, "And that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you."
And the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in us. See? Yahweh Shah, Emmanuel. Okay, the Most High is with us. Listen, that scripture says, when 2 or 3 gather together in my name, there am I in the midst. Okay? So we are that temple. We're the temple that's being raised up. Okay? That's it? Okay, so good. Real quick. There you go.
Isaiah 11:11, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover."
Where we at on
remnant-
time?
Yo, we just hit it.
4:41.
We just hit it. I was gonna wait till after.
praise to Yahweh
Yep.
Shah.
Hallelujah.
That's what we had on time, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that was
That's
cold.
the
That was
spirit.
too cold. That was too cold. I know what you're talking about, but it did set it up here. That's man. Somebody my shot. Yeah, my shot.
The hope of the elect is coming back together. The 144,000. Call out like Yahweh Shah. But what we had on?
I'm gonna get it after he finished this.
Okay,
Yeah.
after
Then we gonna
finish this,
restart it.
Because I want it to be an hour.
Okay.
Instead of having 2 hours, let's break it up for, for the sake of the people.
It says, verse Isaiah 11:11, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again to the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea."
That's the scattered of the Israelites. Those are the Gentiles, which means foreigners. The scattered Israelites on the 4 corners of the earth. Now it began. Now remember, this is Isaiah the 11th chapter. This goes into Yahweh Shah's return. Okay, when Yahweh Shah was born, this is what he did when he gave the disciples, the apostles, the ministry to go get the scattered Israelites. Because you got to remember, who was being healed at that time? Where was Yahweh Shah at? He was in Judea, right? But who was being healed? The scattered was coming in. He was in Idumea, okay? He was in Tyre. He was in all different parts, healing.
The prophet says, "Unto him shall the gathering be."
Unto him shall, yep. Beginning with the disciples, okay? But then the rest of the scattered. Remember, he healed the Syrophoenician woman, the Canaanite woman. Who was he healing? Yahweh Shah was healing the scattered Israelites. Those were the ones that was believing. Remember, the Jews, they didn't believe.
He went to them first.
The hierarchies, they didn't believe.
Through their fall, brought in
The Gentiles.
Israelites.
So that Isaiah, what the brother just read, that Isaiah 11, this is a repeat on what's happening today. You have Israelites scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, and everybody's waking up saying, I'm subscribing to Jacob. I'm subscribing to Isaiah 44. Okay? Yep.
Real quick, because I know our time is there was some Greek.
Well, yeah.
You know, we sometimes say that. So, like, no, there was some Greek.
Time. There was brothers that did believe. Brothers and sisters that did believe. Yep. Fact.
When it came on first, and then
Yep.
It says, "And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah."
And he did that through, now remember, Acts the 2nd chapter. Okay? Acts the 2nd chapter proves where all those Israelites was coming from. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "From the 4 corners of the earth, the envy of Ephraim."
Why vocab don't get this? You see? That they was in Cush. They was in, you know what? Get Acts 2. You got it. Go ahead, bro. Get Acts 2.
You wanna get this restarted real fast, and then we'll start on Acts 2.
Yeah, we'll start on Acts 2.
Okay. But to restart it, I can bear with us.
Oh, yeah.